Hi there, everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to collect baseline data using resources from Goalbook. So let's go ahead and get started. The very first thing we're going to do is to sign into our Goalbook accounts. So you will need to enter in your email address, your password, and then lastly, you are going to click on this green sign in button. That's step one. Once you are granted access into Goalbook, you will find yourself on your home screen. For step two, you are going to click on the Browse Instructional Content button here. That's step two. For step three, you are going to select a subject from the drop-down menu. You are going to filter by grade, and then you're going to select a standard to work on. Today, I am going to select Math as my subject. I am going to filter for grade 1, first grade, and then I'm going to select this goal. And the standard for this goal is stating that my scholar will be able to count up to 120. Now that I've selected a goal, a grade level, and a subject area, the very next thing I am going to do for step 4 is that I am going to download this progress monitoring resource that is available for me in Goalbook. When I download the resource, I can see that this is an assessment collection and it contains 12 different mini assessments that are all related to the goal that I'm going to be working on with my student. So once I've downloaded this packet, I am going to administer this mini assessment to my scholar twice. I am going to give them the assessment the first time, and they're going to work on that assessment independently. I'm not going to give the scholar any accommodations. They are going to work on this assessment on their own. They're going to answer all 5 questions independently. Once they finished the first assessment, I will give them the same assessment again. But this time, I am going to give the student accommodations, modifications, any adaptations that the art committee felt they need. I am going to give them all of those things and allow them to take the assessment a second time. Once the student has finished the assessment, I am going to grade both assessments. I'm going to grade assessment 1 without accommodations, and I am going to grade assessment 2 with accommodations. Once I have scored the assessment, I now have my baseline data for my student. I know what my student is able to do without accommodations on this standard, and now I know what my student can do with accommodations on this standard. After I have graded both assessments, I am going to actually document my results on my data sheet. And this is something that is also provided by Goalbook. So I'm going to write today's date here, and then I would say, okay, my student worked on 5 problems. They were given 5 problems. And in the notes section, I'll say without accommodations, independently. And this is what they scored. Then I'll also add today's date. And I'll say, they worked on 5 problems. And in the notes and observations section, I'm going to say it was with these specific accommodations, modifications, or adaptations. I'm going to show you how to access the text